Game design and the surrounding technology powering these titles has made leaps and bounds over the last 10 years. Games that would have taken large teams to create in 2010 for millions of dollars can now be created by 1 to 5 man teams for a fraction of the cost due to innovations in things such as Unreal Engine or Unity, combined with tool sets like Quixel, giving you photorealistic assets at the push of a button. AAA shooters nowadays are full of complex logics, graphics that would blow my 12-year-old mind back then. However, there's one aspect of design that just has not kept up and hasn't changed in over 20 years, and that's game modes. As I play the new Battlefields and the World War IIIs and the Call of Duties each year, one recurring design choice that we all run into is moving into a point, sitting on it while watching a bar fill up at the top of the screen, and then moving to the next point, watching it fill up, only to realize that our team has lost the point I just capped, so begins the trek back. It's the conquests, the dominations, the capture and holds that, quite frankly, I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing in games. Playing World War III's Tactical Ops mode in 2022 is like pulling teeth. 30-minute games where we spend the majority of time running from A to B to C, back to A, back to C, oh, we lost B, back to B, rinse and repeat. Battlefield's Conquest is the same thing. Domination in Call of Duty, albeit on a smaller scale, same thing. Watching bars fill up as we make the advance. Even games like Hell Let Loose and Squad are susceptible to the same kind of gameplay loop. Regardless of the pace of the game, when we make it to our objective, we sit, we wait, we defend ourselves until the bar fills up, and then we move on. Truth be told, it's old, it's boring, and it's due for an upgrade. Imagine, if you will, a map with 3 or more points to capture for your team. Obviously, the more you hold and the longer you hold, the quicker your team will win. But imagine if there were secondary points on the map that actually gave your team incentives to go explore and do something else. An intelligence tower that requires you to capture and then hack utilizing a minigame system to now allow UAVs to go out for your team, giving your entire team radar for 30 to 45 seconds. Or a vehicle depot that would give your team access to tanks and transports, thus stopping the vehicle spam that has infiltrated games like Battlefield and World War III. You could take it one step further and destroy neutral AA cannons that would now give your team the ability to take to the skies in helicopters and jets, and that would require you to lay explosives down on certain AA cannons that are within this objective. Not just sit there, but actually do something that makes it feel more impactful for the player. Instead of tying these abilities to players getting kill streaks, why not tie them behind players working together as a unit? Some players can work on capturing the strategic zones like we usually do, while other units would go and complete minigame style objectives to give your team an advantage. We've been playing conquest style games for over 20 years, and I'm not quite sure why developers don't try to add just a little bit of flavor to the pot. We saw Meg try something like this back in 2010 when they had their maps laid out in a way that not all squads would capture every point. You had certain squads working towards A and B, another set of squads working on C and D, and so on, until the finale of the game where everyone collapsed on a small section of the map to fight over who wins and who loses. Even that was more refreshing than anything that we had seen before, and honestly have seen since. And it's not like the idea of conquest is inherently bad. I mean, it's worked this long, so why change it? When we see the amount of innovation in things like graphics or sound, networking, and most importantly to developers and publishers nowadays, the monetization innovations, I ask myself why year after year I keep jumping into new experiences to continue doing the same old shit. And obviously I see the innovations with modes like BR or the extract style game, which I believe is truly why they've seen such monumental rises over the past 4 to 5 years. People are sick of watching bars fill up on their screen. But me personally, I long for a solid multiplayer experience that isn't a BR, isn't an extract style mode, but a classic multiplayer mode with a fresh coat of paint and additions that bring it up to modern innovative standards. games. Any developer who brings me this kind of experience, one that rewards players for not only playing as a solid team and being able to organize in that fashion, but offers up a different objective experience than camping in a corner and watching an entrance while I neutralize the cap. Any developer who gives me that kind of experience, you have my money. Give me a hacking minigame. Give me weapons to blow up. Give me a supply depot that I can destroy by planting a bunch of C4 on certain beams. And then if I complete that side objective, would then give the enemy team less ammo on their respawns because we did something that fucking mattered. Give us experiences that fucking matter. And as I record this video, I'm realizing that it all boils down to the lack of creativity that developers have nowadays. I'm not sure if it's because the publishers are stepping on their throat or if they just don't give a shit anymore, but all I know is the classic FPS game is dying. Hell, I mean, you could look around, it's been dead for a while. And this is really the large reason why: lack of innovation, lack of creativity, and a lack of overall care for the craft. When I have PR teams shoving the word innovation down my throat every time I watch a game showcase, but when the game comes out, we're still here playing the same core game with a different set of animations and a different reload, fuck it. My name is BigFry. Let me know what you guys think of the topic down below. Like the video if you guys enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. If you're on socials like Instagram or Twitter, I'm actively on both of those platforms, so get connected. All of my t-shirts are on sale for $15 until July 8th, so happy Canada Day, happy Independence Day, stay safe, play the fucking objective, and I'll see you guys on the next one.